Welcome to another episode of our Frequently Asked Questions series, where today we will be answering the frequently asked question, how should I deal with rejection? Today, let's find out. So to put this question in context, normally high school students asked how to deal with rejection in the context of romantic relationships and dating. So how do I deal if the person who I asked on a date with said no? Or how do I deal with if I ask someone to be my girlfriend or boyfriend and they say no? And so my answer is going to apply specifically to this context. You can take whatever you want to apply to other general areas of rejection, but we're going to focus on romantic relationships and dating. How I would answer this question is to follow three very simple words: accept, contemplate, and move on. Say it with me. Accept, contemplate, and move on. And in that specific order. Arguably, contemplating can happen in all those different stages, but I would recommend going through how to deal with rejection through these three simple phases. So let's dive into what the first phase is all about. The first step to dealing with rejection is to first accept. Accept the person's no as a no, and to accept the emotions and the feelings that come with it. My encouragement is to not try to run away from the immediate feelings that you feel right after, or to act as if, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. It's very normal to feel embarrassed. It's very normal to feel sad. It's very normal to feel angry after being rejected, because rejection, it blows on the pride. It blows on your plans. And so I think it's very easy and it's very normal to feel these immediate feelings when you go through rejection. And I'd like to say that the easiest way to heal and to move on is to deal with these emotions head on in a healthy way. So make sure you accept the person's no as a no and accept the emotions and the feelings that come with it. After you've gone through the acceptance phase, the next phase on how to deal with rejection is to contemplate. Okay? To contemplate, you are allowing both reason and truth to enter the conversation in your mind and in your heart, to make sure that emotions and feelings are not the only factors influencing you. This is a very important step to ensure that you're not harboring any irrational insecurities from being rejected. Because again, it's very easy for us to feel like we are less than, to feel that we are not worthy, to feel that we are unlovable or not dateable. When in reality, if you allow reason and truth to enter the conversation, you start to realize that other factors might be the reason as to why they rejected you that have nothing to do with your core identity of your worth. So for example, let's enter into this contemplative exercise. Maybe you're someone who's just gone through a rejection, or maybe you can remember the last rejection within the dating scene. Why did they say no? What did they actually say to you? Let's get to the truth. Maybe they rejected you because they didn't see you as a good complement to them. Maybe because you guys do not share the same core values, and for them, to have the same core values is an important part of their significant other. That is a very normal and healthy thing. Maybe it's because they were attracted to someone else, so that's why they did not accept your offer. And it has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them. Now, maybe this one's a bit more, challenging, but this is an option. Maybe they said no to you because they didn't think you were mature enough to enter into a relationship. Now, this can be challenging to the pride. I understand that. But again, contemplation. You don't just allow emotions and feelings to be the only factors in play. This is where truth and objectivity plays in. If you allow yourself to really contemplate on what that person said, you might come to realize through humility that they might be right. Maybe I'm not as mature as I thought to enter into a dating relationship. And this could be a really good learning experience for you in order for you to move on to the next and final step. To move on. Moving on might look different depending on where you are in your stage. Moving on might just mean looking for another candidate to go on a date with, to wait for that person that you are open again to try to ask to be your significant other. Or maybe moving on might look like taking some time back from the dating scene to work on yourself to be better, to be your better self in order for you to be better going back to the dating scene. You know, only you and the Lord can figure out which moving on is going to be applicable to you, but to move on is very important. Love the person enough to respect their choice and love yourself enough to continue on with your life in a healthy way. Again, it's very normal to be in seasons of anguish, of embarrassment, of maybe even resentment or sadness, but you're not called to stay there. You are meant for so much more, and the Lord wants to give you so much more. He has so much in store for you if you only trust Him through your everyday decisions. He wants to give so much to you, both in your vocational life, in order to satisfy the deepest desires of your heart, but He cannot give you what you truly desire if your hands are full, if your hands are clinging on to the past, if your hands are clinging on to the rejections that you've gone through. You have to let go in order for you to receive what the Lord wants to give you. And that takes time, and that takes a daily decision to move forward. And so, if you find yourself in a situation where you've gone through a recent rejection, please know that the Regen team are praying for you, and please know that the Lord wants to satisfy the deepest desires of your heart if you truly allow Him to, if you trust Him. So yeah, I hope that you liked our video on how should I deal with rejection. Please like, comment down below, subscribe to our channel if you like the content we're making, and please share this video to anyone that you think would benefit from hearing these words. Again, my name is Kim, coming from the Chastity Ministry of Regen. Love more and don't settle for less.